Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're at episode 6 of writing, recording, and releasing a song in Loopy Pro. But first, we're going to kick off because the featured band of the week, still and for the last day, is the Indigo Sunsets. And this is For the Better Man. Let's do it.
The sun comes up, the sun goes down over your island. Do you think that I care? The tide comes in, the tide goes out around your island. Do you think that I care? Your soul for Sunday, missing every trick. You don't stand with me. It's in the better times, creates the weaker man, turns to weaker times, creates the better man, for the better. The better times, only for weaker men to celebrate their lives like it's their own. What comes up must come down over your island. Do you think that I care? What goes around always comes back to flood your island. Do you think that I care? At the end of the week, you wash your soul for Sunday, missing every trick. You don't stand with me. The better times creates the weaker man, turn to weaker times, creates the better man, for the better man, creates the better times, only for weaker men to celebrate their lives for the better man, for the better man, for the better man, for the better Take me home to your horizon and say you don't care. Learning every trick, and now you stand by me. It's in the better times, creates the weaker man, turn to weaker times, creates the better man, for the better man, creates the better times.
Holy moly, what a song, yeah? Awesome stuff. The Indigo Sunset. So that was the final track of this week's featured artist. Who will be next week? You never know. The Indigo Sunsets. There's a link up the top in the chat, pinned to the comments, for you to go click on the Song Whip page and go download all this stuff. Go get it. Go stream it. Go do it. Send them $1.50 from 1,000 streams. Do it now. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the show. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS. And what do we do here? We look at apps. We make music. We do creative things. We talk about mental health and well-being, interviews and such. And then on the weekend, there's a live concert every week. And wow, what a privilege. It's really good to see both Andy and Stu in the chat together, reunited. Stu, good to see you. Andy, always a pleasure. Wow, we have royalty here, folks. And why did I start off this weekly featured artist with the Indigo Sunsets? I said at the beginning of the week, there's something about that album. I think it resonates with a lot of us. During 2020, when things were looking really grim, we didn't know what was going on. There's a lot of music released, but to me, and I know to a lot of other people, that album just means so much. When I hear it, I think about the beginning of this channel. I think about so many of us coming together. There's just something about it that will always be with me, that will always symbolize that year, that tumultuous year that gave hope. Yeah. That is that album. That's why I love the Indigo Sunsets. And you know, whenever they release another album, it's going to be awesome no matter what. And it's going to mean something different for that particular time. Yes, indeed you do. Let's say hello to the folks here today, then we'll cover a bit of news and then we'll jump in, yeah? Alrighty do. Thomas Christ, one of our fantabulous moderators. Also, Cy, effing good to see you. Another awesome. God, I'm a bit pumped up today. You'll soon find out why I'm so pumped up. Kim Harden Hudson is here as well. Ed Zielinski, Lou Reality, Sean Chandler. Who else do I see? Andy and Stu reunited. Lovely to see. Who else? Gary Hubbs is here. Of course, Hubbs is here. Sounded clever there, Jade. Joe Glenn, good to see you, my love. Who else do I see? Peter! Peter is here as well. Good to see you, Peter. Anyone else who I've missed? As I scroll down, use my 4 eyes to magically scour the text. Clayton Von Kluge, hello to you. Is there anyone I'm missing? Anyone I'm missing? Anyone I'm missing? Anyone I'm missing? What have we got? I think I've got most here. I think so. I think I have. Yeah, we're at the bottom. Alrighty, righty do. So, hey man, there's some big changes coming to the channel next week. We're almost at the end of season 8 of this show. This season's gone a little bit longer than normal. Normal it's about 70 episodes. This one's gone a bit over 100. It's going to by the end. And then we move into season 9 where the changes are coming. So what are some of the changes that are coming? What can I tell you? What's that? What is that? I have no idea what that is. There we go. There's a hint. Things are changing. So you'll have to keep your eyes peeped on the channel for next week because things are definitely changing. Also, times are changing too because daylight savings and all that stuff as well. There you go. Alrighty. What else do I need to cover? I'm not going to look at price drops today because I don't think there are any. Should I have a look? Oh, did you know, guys? There's a website. See that little barcode up in the top corner, up there, top right-hand corner? You can actually hold your phone up against that, and that'll take you to the How to App on iOS website, where you can stream the show daily. There's a whole bunch of merch and stuff, links to all the playlists, all this kind of jazz, and the infamous recommended gear guide links, which helps out the channel. If you click on it, if I click on it, there you go. It shows all the gear that I use and all that kind of stuff with Amazon affiliate links. So if you purchase something through there, I get a little tiny, like I'm cutting my head off. Tiny piece of the change. There you go. We've got that out of the way. Are there any price drops? Anything from yesterday? Nothing. See? Everything's the same. Aphelion, Maze Rider, Tone Stack Pro, Bleach Sample Wiz 2. All of these have dropped in price. Kajita, Audio Evolution Mobile Studio, a whole bunch of Bleach apps. So there you go. Boom. We've covered all of that. What are we doing today? We are at episode 6. So this was a 7-day project it was meant to be. We got up to episode 4, I think it was. And I had to put the brakes on. No, episode 3 we got up to. And I had to put the brakes on for a few weeks. And now we're revisiting this. So we did episode 5 yesterday, episode 6 today. And over the weekend, I'll be mixing this down. Then on my Patreon, I'll be mastering this song that we're working on in Loopy Pro. And then on Monday, Sunday for you guys living in the past, we will be uploading this to DistroKid and getting it all done. And we're going to try something interesting. We're going to try and upload the track using the iPad. Using some tricks that I think may work. And if it doesn't work, we'll just do it in the desktop. So if it works, who knows? It could be cool. And then after that, the day after that will be the kickoff of season 9. And it's going to be cool. Get ready for the Daily Digest. Alrighty. Let's open up the project. No, let's start it a little bit different, shall we? Because today, I'm actually showing you how to use a different DAW because, as I said at the end of yesterday's show, now, if you choose to record something using Loopy Pro, because Loopy's awesome, it's a looper, it's so much, it's a DAW, it's so many different things, but there are some things you might not feel comfortable recording in, like electric guitar solos. Right? Because using the whole looping system may not work for you. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to record the guitar bits, some of the extra widdly diddly guitar bits in Garageband and then export those files into a loop in Loopy. Because I'm a firm believer that sticking to one DAW and being all tribal about it, being like, I only use Cubases, I only use this. You're limiting yourself, man. You are limiting yourself. Have options. Use different DAWs to do different things, and it will only create the best product in the long run. That's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Hello, Brad. Good to see you, my friend. Alrighty, so we're going to open up GarageBand first. I know it's a loopy thing, but we're in GarageBand. What the hell is going on? So I have imported the track into GarageBand here. I've done a mix down of the loopy track, and I've created a bunch of guitar tracks. So I've got 3 at the moment, and we're going to lay some guitar in here. So here's the song so far. That percussion really works for me that we did yesterday. We got some guitar action with the new guitar. Wicked, yeah? Awesome. It's going to sound great. So what we are going to do is we're going to do 2 guitar tracks in here. So we're going to do a harmony. We're going to do a lower track, and it's probably going to be about 16 bars, and it's going to be over the initial beginning of the song and then over the vocals in the verse. So, shall we? Man, I love this guitar. Sweet. Now remember, recording guitar, I'm using AUV3 plugins here. So there's 2 ways I'm going to be able to export this. I can decide to export it with the effects baked in that I'm using now, or just take out the clean track minus the effects and then add the effects back in once I import it into Loopy. So I think we'll start with the lower. The lower part first. Now I just got to make sure my dreads don't get... Oh, you like my new t-shirt too, folks. Look at that. New death t-shirt, because I love death. All right. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Cool. So I think I missed a stroke there. May have to go back and do that again. So is Death a band, or are we just talking about actual Death? Death is a band. Kim Harden-Hudson. The irony is, Death is an amazing death metal band, and the singer, Chuck Schuldiner, died. You got to love art imitating life in so many ways. So that'll do for now. Now we want to do a harmony of that, and we'll see how that goes, shall we? Indeed. There we go. I think that's pretty good for now. What we can do here is probably do a we can do a dive bomb in here. Where are we? We can probably replace this section here. Let's see where we are. So just there, I need to drop in. Let's do a drop in. Excellent. So that even should be enough because the next part of the song is exactly the same. Exactly the same. After the chorus there. But what I'm going to do is let's get rid of this track here. We'll remove this. Delete that sucker. We'll go full screen so you can see what's going on. And what I'm going to do is duplicate both of these because I actually would love to redo the guitars for the chorus because the guitars that are currently in Loopy is only a single mono guitar track and I want to do a left and right and pan them in Loopy, so we'll do the choruses as well. We'll redo them and we'll maybe start back here. So let's do those now and then I think we're going to be good because it's only 8 bars I think, this one, and it's just a chug on the F. We're chugging on the F. Chugga, 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 chugga. Jugger. Oh, hang on. We've got to do this, Bizzo. There we go. Chugga, 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 chugga. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to start with this bottom one because that was the lower one. And we'll do a jugga, jugga, jugga. I forgot the style of chugging. It's cool. I might take out this black hole just so it's a bit easier to hear what I'm doing. Make sure that chug is in time. Cool. So what we're going to do with the other track, hello Thomas Gillane. Congratulations Thomas Gillane. If you don't know, Thomas was featured, how cool is this, in the Mobile Music Creators magazine. I forget what it's called. I get the newsletter from them too. But he was featured in there. I'll probably show it to you in a second. We'll just finish this track and then I'll show it to you guys. It's awesome. So what we're going to do for this second one is just play the same chugger. We're just going to play it down higher on the neck just to give it a bit of contrast. Nothing exciting. In fact, let's just remove this black hole again. Sweet. Let's do it. There we go. Done, 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 done. That'll do. We can trim that sucker a little bit off. So those are our guitar parts. We are good to go now. That's all the guitar done. That's all we really needed to do. Let's have a listen and make sure everything sounds okay and I haven't fluffed up too much. That's all right. Sweet, that's going to do for now, because if it is wrong, I've got time to go back and fix the little things off camera and all that stuff, because I've got a couple of days over the weekend to get it done, tidy everything up, then mix it down, and then, as I said, on the Patreon on Sunday here in Australia. Did you know, folks, you can join the Patreon? There it is right there. Bada bada boom. Right there. Patreon.com/Jade Starr, where each week master your songs for as little as $1 a month, and anything above that tier, $5 and above, you get to like enter for the app giveaways and stuff like that, which this week's app giveaway is Buster by Clubhouse. Alrighty, so what are we going to do? We've got to send these out of here now. I want to mix these down individually, so I'm going to turn off the effects on each of the tracks. So let's do that. Let's go through these and turn off here. Black hole. Let's get rid of that. We want a rhino gone, black hole. So now you should hear this awful, god-awful sound of... Ooh, that's like a vocalist being exposed naked, having no distortion on your guitar. It's embarrassing. Right, so now I'm going to export these. We'll make sure, we'll just trim them down a bit too. I want to make sure this cuts off there. We'll trim this off to there, because it's 16 bars, that section. And we'll try and trim this off as much as we can as well. Hopefully, oh, if we'd lost that note in there, yeah, look at that. So what I'm going to do, this is a bit, so you'll see my guitar playing, I'm probably racing the note a little bit there. So let's get crafty, shall we? So I'm going to extend this out a bit, and then we're going to split this as wide as we can so the little snap to grid comes up. And I'm just going to move this. And a good thing to do is to put your marker on the timeline so you can see that it's on the grid. So I'm a little bit out. You can see my playing's not perfect. Such is life. So now when I bring this in, it should sit right there. Perfect. So that's good. Now we'll check the second one. And this one's a little bit better. I'm much more in time on that one. So we can crop this. Because remember, these are loops. Let's just... Sweet. Did I get all of that? It doesn't matter, does it? It's I didn't get all of it. So let's try that again. Let's zoom and see how on the line we are. Can probably move that a little bit. Let's bring the line back here. Let's see if it's consistent. We'll take that to about there. I know I'm cheating here doing this. And we'll bring that there. That looks much better. Let's hear them together. See what they sound like. Close enough, yeah? Oh, man. That'll do. Hey, Ash. Good to see Ashley. Hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Did I catch Dave Fox earlier? Trimmer Bear, hello to you. Anyone else I've missed? I'm not... Why is my little ticker still going? Look at that. It's still going away over there. Go away. Right. So we need to trim this off as well. Yep. So we'll trim this off as well. Because remember, these are loops. They're going into Loopy. So we want them to be as close as possible to just drag into Loopy, and then they should work. Rightio. Now, I'm going to have to trim them anyway. That's the thing. Going to definitely have to trim them to fit into the Loopy, because here's the problem with Garageband. Well, we can fix this now because, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of here, So it's going to save a copy. Now I'm going to hold down on this and we're going to do a duplicate and check this out. Here's some smart thinking, I think. So we're going to remove this main track. Let's delete that out. We don't need this in this duplicate. We're going to take this track here, move it all the way to the front, this one all the way to the front, and then we're going to bring our marker here. So we've got 16 bars. So now we can go in up the top here and we can change our bars, turn off automatic, and we'll bring this down to 16. Are you following are you smelling what the rock's cooking right now? So now we have exactly 16 bars, yeah? So now when I do a mix down of each of these individual tracks, the first two, if we hit solo, this will save it exactly as the size we need. So when I import it into Loopy, it's exactly the length we need. And when we get down to these two, we'll just change the size. Alrighty, let's try it. So I've got this top track soloed. We're going to exit out of here. And we shall... Oh, which one did I do? Oh, it's number 2. So we're going to click on that, hit share, and song, uncompressed WAV, open in, and it's going to do its magic. Man, it's so good to see you, Stu. Really is. Really is good to see you, even though I can't see you physically. Or can I? Oh, man. What the hell? How can I get an audio unit extension quit? There's nothing in there. Fuck me. GarageBand, what the hell? Shall we try that again? Here's what we'll do. Wow, that's really tragic. It's probably because I've got some things running in the background as well. But what we'll do to ensure that doesn't happen is remove Rhino, remove Tone Stack, remove Black Hole. Let's do that with all of these. Man, that's some pretty desperate stuff right there. GarageBand, you are a shame on my family. Be gone, you disgust me. I really thought we'd got to an era where that stuff, the audio unit extension crashes weren't happening. Okay, we'll try it again. Shall we? Yes, exactly. Thomas says, GarageBand, heavy crack use again. Absolutely. So we'll try this again. Hit share. And open in. Now, it's only like 16 bars. It's quite astounding that we got that to happen. Now, sometimes, I'll tell you why it happens. Sometimes it's not because of the audio units. It's actually, let me show you this. It's actually your connection to your iPad resets sometimes. Like it may have an overload of things inside. You may be running too many things through it. And the poor old USB-C hub kind of resets. And that's what causes it. That is a thing. I've read about it. It is a thing. So there is our first guitar track. Nice. Lovely. And it's unfortunately been quantized with the famous GarageBand limiting system that treats us like children and we don't know how to make music. Thanks, Apple. Let's do our second guitar track. So we've soloed the second guitar track now. We'll pick Cruelty Guitars 2, solo, share, open in. Yeah, I've had some issues with iOS 15.4, size written here. I updated to iOS 15.4. And yeah, there are some issues. I've got issues with my credit card and my phone not connect and my watch not connecting. So there's definitely some things going on. So that's that one. Now, for this final one, what we're going to do is jump back in here. And we're going to remove these 2 tracks. Let's just remove them. We don't need them now. Delete. So now we can go in and change the bars to 8. There we go. And we can export each of these. Boom. Guitars 2. Share. Song. La 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 la. Open in. And done skis. One more to go. There's our chugs. And done. 2. Solo. And this should be the lot. And then we can drag these in and see how this sounds. Does it work? Who knows? Hope so. I hope it works. Or that just proves I'm a crap teacher. Which is probably the case. So what's coming up tomorrow while we're waiting for this? The rant is back with me and Pete Johns, so come and join us for that. Me and Pete will be ranting about a whole bunch of uncensored shit. Haven't had Pete on the show for a while, so it'll be good to have Pete let his hair down. Thank you, Peppy. Ladies and gentlemen, Peppy hasn't been around for a while. All right, so now we can open up Loopy. Let's close GarageBand because we just want to make sure we don't have a lot of stuff, too much stuff running in the background. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. And we'll open up Loopy. So here is the project in Loopy. There you go. We'll jump back into our loops here. And we've got, what are we going to need to do? So we've got crunchy guitar in here. Let's turn off the sequencer. And let's go back in here, turn off the sequencer. We'll turn these off. La, la, la. So that's the guitar we already have. And what's this one? So these are the guitar tracks we already have. So I'm going to get rid of these. We'll clear these out. Don't need them anymore. Boom. Boom. And we got these, all these circles here to import our guitar tracks. So now I can swipe up here. So I'll show you with my finger what is happening. So I can swipe up. And now we are given this page here where I can import a sample. So you just click on this little section here and go to Document Picker, Section Times. And here we are. So what did we do last? So we got 2, 3. I think the first one, it would be this. This will be the first crunch. And there's our file, yeah? And what you can do with this, you can actually time stretch it if you want. So you can actually edit it with these arms here as well when you import a new file. Original tempo, we want it to be, what is the original tempo of this? It's 60. I think it is 60. Why does it say 8? I think I'm doing the right thing. Let's see if it works. Right. So let's play it. Now, let's just test. We need to bring in the effects. So let's do that now that we have the guitar track chosen here. And that is over here. So what I'm going to do is add Rhino. There is Rhino. So that's added. Now if we hit play. Sweet. So there's our first guitar track. Now we can import the second guitar track. So we've got Rhino working. So once again, on this loop here, all I need to do with my finger is swipe up. And now I can import the next guitar track, which will be Cruelty Guitars number 2. We just need to change this to 60 because that's the BPM we are working in. Everything's all good there. Don't need to, do we need to time stretch? What? Whatever. So that's our second one. Now if we play them together. Sweet. All right, let's do the next one as well. Let's do this. Import music library. Oops, wrong one. Document picker. Now, I think I have to go this one next and go to 60. Yeah, 16 bars. Excellent. So let's bring this one in. This should be the guitar solo now. If we add that. Let's turn these off. Lovely. And we got one more to go. Swipe up. How easy is this? So, you know, I just wasn't comfortable, as I said in the beginning, of recording the guitars as a loop. And actually, you know, probably because I got to have hands on the guitars and click the loop and do all that kind of stuff. And I'm just still not used to doing that kind of thing in Loopy. So you do the thing that is more natural to you, and you hopefully get a better product. So now... Sweet. So what else do I need to do? I need to add some another effect on here. I need to add black hole. So let's do that. Then we'll go into black hole in Loopy. So again, what's really cool with each of these effects, you can click on any of these. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And it brings up, just like AUM does, it just brings up the, and you can go full screen if you want. So you can do all that kind of stuff. And black hole, we can bring this up, turn down the size for the reverb. We don't want it too crazy. Let's hear how that sounds. Cool. So we haven't played with the levels of these clearly. Now what we need to do is we need to add these into our project over here, into the timeline. So we need to find them, and I'll tell you how we'll find them. We want to look for the guitar chorus, and look, it's already put one of them in place here. That's wicked. Let me just hit sequence. So one of them's already been placed in here, this guitar chorus, and we need to find the other one. So I think these, where are we? Clip one, what are we? Just change this. I think the clips are called guitar. I'm just going to name these now. Here's a good thing. You can actually go in and name these as well. There's our settings. Okay, cool. Do I need to actually name these yet? I don't think I do. I don't think I need to do that yet. So where are we? Let's get back over here. God, I'm talking to myself. So we've got that one. Where are we? And these would be the other guitars here. So let's throw these in. Let's hear this one. Cool. Now what you can also do is you can drag these around so they're all together. So we want these guitars to all go together. So here's the two crunchy bits, which we're going to pan hard left and hard right. And now I can just draw these in to place. Look at that. There's our crunchy bits. And now we'll grab these, bring these up here. So these are going to be our solo bits. 1 and 2. And we can put these in the appropriate place, which will be at the start of the song. There you go. And this one at the start of the song. So now they're in place, and now we need to do the same thing here. There we go. And I think we need to do it at the end of the song as well. Like that. And these guitar parts should be in, and now we just have to mix them in. Fingers crossed, eh? Do you trust me? I don't. Unmute. It worked! Sweet! Now, let's go and have a listen to what's going on there. I just want to hear that change. Right, so what we can do now is jump back over to our loops and let's have a look at panning some of this stuff. So we'll turn off the sequence over here and we'll just turn all these off. Turn off, turn off, turn off. And let's have a look at the chorus, both of these. And we'll swipe up on them and we'll do a bit of panning, yeah? So we'll pan this one about, what do we do, 65? 65. And this one, we'll go 65. Almost. There we go, 65. And we'll have a play and listen. Stereo! Sweet. Now we'll pan these ones. And let's do that. So I swipe up again, and we've got our balance here. And we'll pan these a little bit further. We'll pan these, what, say about 75? And this one, we'll take 75. 75. There we go. So now let's give it a play. I don't want the solos to be, I don't want the solo bits to be panned hard left and hard right. I might do it later with these. We'll try it now for the choruses. Did I do that right? Yeah, that one's right. Hang on, what am I doing? Let's make sure that's 75. 75. That one's hard left. This one can go hard right. Oh, I turned up the volume, didn't I? I pumped up the volume. There we go. So let's try these now. Yeah, it's all right. But that's the desired sound I wanted, yeah? So let's go back over to our sequence now and turn this on. And hear the beginning of this. Whoops. Man, get your shit together. Now the reason, Peter, I'm not hard panning the two solo pieces is because, excuse me, damn, I haven't panned anything else yet. So nothing else is panned. So I don't want to take the guitars all the way. I want to give them 75% because I'm going to be taking other things like the percussion all the way. So I want to space things out across a spectrum. So there'll be a couple of things that'll be hard panned, maybe a piano, because there's like 4 pianos in there. So I'm going to spread those out as well. So I want to have a nice spread of things. And then use the reverb to try and create that 3D effect with the panning, yeah? Which I'll do over the weekend. We'll try bringing the volumes down a little bit on here. So the guitar volume is this one. So I'm just going to touch this down. I'm actually going to do it. The one thing about Loopy Pro, the volume sliders are really, you only have to touch them down a bit and you lose a lot of volume. Sounds all right. Sounding good. I think we're okay. All I got to do is just work on the distortion a bit and make it sit a bit better and get that higher guitar thing sounding a little bit better as well. So there you go. Good stuff. Now, folks, Thomas Christ, I think, is up next. Are you up next, Thomas? Like straight after today because of the time zone difference and all this kind of shit? So if you want to hear some of the best and coolest, as Pete would say, very cool music from across the broad range of artists who are throughout all these YouTube communities, make sure you click, and Thomas is going to put a link to his show, which is directly after this in about 6 minutes time, which is You Rock, featuring Thomas Christ. And we'll go out and we'll play this through, and I'll see you tomorrow with Pete Johns for the rant. Remember, folks, do the things that make you happy. Thanks for being here today. Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. Enjoy the track with some guitars. I'll do some mixing while we're playing, and I'll see you tomorrow. Boom, shaga, laga, 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 laga.